because really interested in this game because it's Lazio versus Verona. Lazio -150, but Lazio -1 is +120. Verona, I don't think they've got a lot to play for at +385. Immobile is not 100% to start, but I fancy he scores if he does. And remember, he's on 27 and he's free clear of Vlahovic. The draw is at +325. The total was set at 3, -105 for 4. Mina, do we see Lazio getting 4? Or is this another one of those both teams to score, but Lazio win 3-1?
Yeah, I think it's both teams to score. I would probably go over 2.5 goals and Lazio. Yeah, Lazio to win because Hellas Verona don't seem to be in the mood. They really trailed off in the last few weeks, really, and haven't been showing their ability. Of course, they were without Faraoni over last weekend, so that does make a difference. But it is about, I mean, even if you don't play Immobile, you're still looking at Pedro, Felipe Anderson, and Zaccagni up front, which is still a very good line, a very good front line. And they're desperate to make Europe. It makes such a difference for them financially. So they really have to, if they're trying to keep the likes of Milinkovic-Savic within the side, or just any players, really, they need to start making more money than this. Having said all of that, there are some, we know that Verona is very good. We know that when they show up, they show up. And I always believe in their opportunities to score a goal, especially against Lazio sometimes, that can either be masterful at the back or just a joke. That's another thing. With both of these sides, we've seen sort of like Jekyll and Hyde performances a lot of the time. But my money would be on both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
And Lazio winning?
I should think so, because they actually do have something to play for, and Verona have already finished with more points than they have in the last 6 years. So it's just amazing for them to be where they are right now. I don't think they actually need to do anything, and they're away from home. And this is the Stadio Olimpico. It can be a little bit intimidating.
Matty, what are your numbers saying? Because I've got Lazio -1 at +120 is an absolute gimme.
I haven't played Lazio all season, and I tried. The best part about this is that I tried so hard to make a pick for this game. I tried so hard.
Really?
And I decided not to. I agree both teams scoring over 2.5 is probably the most likely scenario in this game. It's rated extremely high, 70% both teams to score, 62% on the over 2.5. Head-to-head, great numbers, almost identical to the season stats that I just read off. However, both teams scoring over 2.5 only hit in 2 of Lazio's last 5 home fixtures, and 2 of Verona's last 5 away fixtures. With this game really meaning something for Lazio and not meaning anything for Verona, I decided to kind of lay off on this one. But I don't really like betting against Verona, really ever. And I know they haven't looked as good as they did earlier in the season. They haven't looked as good the last few weeks, but they're still Verona, and there's always a chance that they could go off and score 2, 3, 4 goals. And if that's the case, then Lazio may be in trouble. However, I just really don't see a whole lot of value on this game. I don't expect Lazio to win by more than 1 goal. I think that probably pushes. I think they should definitely win this game. Maybe Lazio winning over 1.5. I don't even know what the price on that would be, but that's probably the only thing I would be willing to take in this game myself.
Okay, let's have a little look at the official picks because I'm going happy with Lazio. I've got 3-1 wrote down, so I've got to go with the -1 being a free hit at +110. And Immobile obviously being crowned top scorer in Serie A. Lazio to win and over 2.5 goals is +125. So Lazio to win and over 1.5 is probably around the -135, Matty. So let's move on.